Another Terran versus Terran in today's clan war between oGs and NSH. So far, NSH is up ahead with 2-0 against oGs, with Sting defeating not only Illusion but also Lovesick. And now we have ForGG. He is playing for oGs, and we have him on Antigua Shipyard at the right side of the map, as you can see. And it's kind of interesting because ForGG played in the GSTL today as well. He was one of the players that was put up against Xenex Extreme, and Extreme just turned out to be an extremely good PvT player, TVP player that is, and he killed, I think he was able to take down 3 or even 4 of the players of oGs, which was kind of interesting. It was really nice to watch his games. And yeah, so let's see what ForGG has up his sleeves in order to defeat Sting in a TVT. We have him with Gas First. Gas First built for Finn, aka ForGG, and well, a lot of gas already. Very late barracks at that. Here comes the barracks, and quick look into the main base of his opponent. Yeah, we also have a gas first for Stinger, but not as early as the gas of Finn. So both players starting with the gas first play, but well, as I already mentioned, ForGG was a bit earlier. He threw that gas down basically immediately upon the game start. So let's see how that's going to work out. Both players with a little bit of a fast attack on a map like Antigua, where usually you will see a lot of early expansions just because the distances between those two maps is really huge, and we usually have cross position in the GSL. The GSL versions of maps usually just only feature cross positions, which kind of makes sense. Both of them start with the factory at roughly the same time. Sting is, funny as it is, a little bit faster than his opponent, but as you can see in the counter to the right, we still have more gas for Finn, the oGs player, and it's a little bit weird to say ForGG, so I might just change the overlay back to Finn. That's the new nickname that he uses. But back in Brood War, he was well known as ForGG, which is why most people nowadays still call him with his old ID. But we already have the tech lab. We have a tech lab right now at the barracks for Finn. Okay, screw that. That is just stupid. ForGG sounds retarded. I'm switching. And here we go, oGs Finn. That's a little bit better. And here comes the Hellion. Blue Flame Hellions. Oh, nice. And the starport for Sting. So it looks like he's going for the Banshee play. We don't have a second refinery, so he's not going for Cloak. But it's pretty interesting to see the Blue Flame upgrade. And especially to see it without a starport. He's not getting a starport, and it's a little bit weird. So we have Blue Flame Hellions into expansion. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Never seen that one before, but let's see how this is going to work. I would have expected him to just build a starport as well, just to build the one medivac that can help him to drop them into his opponent's main base. There it is. So he was a little bit too late. He didn't have enough gas to build the starport just yet. But the medivac will be pretty late. I feel like you could have... I'm not 100% sure about the timings, but I feel like he could have started with the starport first, then started with the Blue Flame upgrade, and he would still have been fine. So now he has Blue Flames, but what exactly will do for him? He can defend against incoming pressure with the bio, but at the same time, this is just very early in the game. So I'm not sure if that's actually what he tried to achieve, but I think with this build, as he plays it, he can also defend against a Hellion and Marine attack. We see a small one of Sting right now. Usually you do it with just 4 Hellions with 1 medivac and about 8 Marines. You try to drop into your opponent's base and at the same time do a little bit damage at the front. You try to sneak in. But Blue Flame is done. He has 3 of those Hellions, and the medivac, oh, the Viking is being built because he expects medivac, but did he already scout the Banshee? Oh, we'll see about that in just a few seconds. And here is this attack. Blue Flame. Oh, look at Sting. He has quite a problem now, doesn't he? But at the same time, the Banshee is still going strong as the Viking is dead and gone. And wow, Sting is doing a lot of damage to ForGG. Look at it. He is killing so many units now. The one Viking will put an end to it, but for now he is just killing SCVs to left and the right. And Finn is down to 10 harvesters. What the heck is going on with Sting? That guy is on fire. Call him butter because he's on a roll. Wow, really well played so far by Sting. I didn't expect him to do that much damage, but his Marine and Hellion attack with the one Banshee did an awful amount of damage, especially because Sting was in a position where his opponent didn't have any anti-air whatsoever. Finn didn't build a single Marine. He was concentrating on the Blue Flame Hellions, and if not for this one Banshee, he would have been fine, but the Banshee did so much damage. The Viking was taken down by the Marines, and now he is far behind. He has 2 mules at his disposal, as he already has 2 orbital commands, but at the same time we already have a 3rd base being built for Sting, and he's so far ahead. Just have a quick look at the supply count. We have 50 against 30 supply right now, and obviously with all the units that he's currently building, Sting is miles ahead of his opponent. He's going for the Blue Flame upgrade. Finn is using a Raven. Well, he certainly seems to expect Blue Cloak coming up, and as he doesn't have an engineering bay, the Raven is a good choice, but well, he's now transitioning into mech. Well, not really transitioning, he's continuing to produce mech units, going for additional factories, but wow, this game is really something. I'm wondering if there is anything that Finn can do to come back into this match. He is so far behind. 23 harvesters to 39. The economy of Sting is just so much better, and even though he just built a 3rd command center, he is still miles ahead when it comes down to his economy and his supply and the upgrades as well. So, well, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a really tough battle for Finn. Will oGs Finn be able to take this game, or is oGs losing the 3rd game in this clan war between oGs and NSH as well? That would be quite a bad start into a game. And the Hellions, they sneak past the defenses, and look at all those poor SCVs. Those SCVs are really in a lot of trouble now. The Hellions are roaming the main base. At the same time, we have a similar situation down at the bottom left. And wow, that's a lot of SCVs. That is a lot of SCVs, and they line up beautiful. They line up beautiful. Oh, oh, that hurts. Just watching it hurts. Oh. 23 SCVs against 22 killed. How many do we have now? 27 to 29. It's 27 to 29 SCVs. Even though Sting did a lot of damage up here, there weren't enough SCVs of Finn, and now they are on exactly the same amount of harvesters. There is still an advantage for Sting, as he has the 3rd command center. Therefore, he has 3 mules, and he can build 3 SCVs at a time. But still, that kind of hurt. That kind of hurt, and negated the advantage that Sting had over Finn. At least partly. It doesn't negate it completely, especially because we already have tanks and siege mode queued up. Well, Finn is basically now doing exactly the same thing, but still, it negates the advantage only partially, because right now we don't. Well, he's still ahead. He is still ahead. Sting is still ahead. He's now building the armory, and he's in a position where he can take this game. He has a slight advantage when he comes down to his economy, and he has an advantage when he comes down to the harvester count, and of course also number of bases and just supply in total. 39 to 35 harvester supply. Both parts with the Raven. Small attack in the middle, and if we have just a quick look at the unit tab, you can also see that we have 8 to 10 Hellions right now. We have 4 to 3 tanks and a bunch of Vikings, more of them for our NSH player, and he is trying to get aggressive now. He wants to keep his opponent on 2 bases, and there's the attack between the 2 of them, and Finn is once again dropping in supply. He has the lead when it comes down to the number of tanks. The Vikings are killing the Raven. The Raven is gone, but Sting has to back off now. Sting has to back off, and ooh, he needs to be really careful now. Killing the last Viking though. And he still has 4 tanks pinned against him. 4 to 6 tanks sieging up, and boom! That hurt. That hurt quite a lot. Another shot, and wow, those tanks are in a bit of trouble, but there are not enough of them. More Vikings getting killed. The Raven is dead. 67 supply against 84, and more harvesters are built by the second. We have 40 to 49. 10 harvester lead for Sting right now, and he has just the better economy thanks to that third mule. He is on a harvester. Well, he is on an income of 1,300 right now against 1,400. I guess Finn just dropped the mule hammer, but the third base is going to be established, and that will help quite a lot in order to get ahead. Yep, now we have also the mules for Sting, and you can see that immediately things are changing a little bit. He's now transferring a couple of SCVs over, but in total, yeah, income is not well, it will be as soon as the harvesters are mining from the space. Sting will be ahead in his income due to his increased amount of harvesters, but well, let's have a quick... Oh, and another problem is that the main base is about, well, not about to be mined out within the next minute, but pretty soon there won't be enough mineral patches to harvest from, so being on 3 bases will be a huge advantage. But the air is dominated, the air battle is dominated by Finn now, and Sting really needs to get a couple of anti-air units. He's already producing the Thor, so therefore he will be able to attack his opponent's Vikings with ease. Still has a huge army, and there's another base for Finn. And that's the one thing that Sting has to prevent. He should prevent the third base. He should at least try to pressure it. And we have double expansion now for Sting. He's not content with just staying on 3 bases. No. He wants to get a 4th. He wants to get a 5th base. He wants to get farther and farther ahead of his opponent. And now just trying to get into position where he can kill the rocks. He already has... Oh, where is it? Thor, where are you? I actually don't know. Where's the Thor? There it is. Knock knock. Who's there? Thor's here. Oh, but the Vikings, and this is going to be an assault mode attack. He is... Badam. Attacking the SCVs. The Blue Flame Hellions are in position, but there are not enough of them. And this is the cue for Sting to attack. There are Blue Flame Hellions at his third, though. Finn with a nice multitasking will do a lot of damage, and wow, we have just Sting completely caught out of position, but he's able to attack the third base of his opponent now. This third base won't finish. Still, Finn is doing a lot of damage. He's killing so many SCVs. In total, he killed 46 over the course of this game, and this puts Sting on a harvester count of 46 right now against 53. With all those bases that he has, he is still miles ahead, especially because now slowly but steadily the minerals in the main base, the mineral patches, are dying one after another. They are depleted, and therefore the income of Finn drops significantly, as you can already tell. Well, actually you can't. This guy is making me crazy. He's always sending SCVs over. Every time I show this tab, we have a lot of gas now being mined for Sting, and quite a decent amount of minerals. But ForGG just dropped the mule hammer once again. Where are they? Actually, he didn't. Why does he have the better income? He has a small lead in harvesters, but we also have 2 mules. Okay, given the gas income, you can see that he's still a little bit farther ahead. And he has the 4th base, and he's getting the 5th base. Doesn't have a 3rd. Yeah, as soon as that main base depletes, he will have a lot more income, because it's just mining 1 base against 3 after that. And here we go, 140 supply against 118. Finn is getting 2 bases as well. Well, not really 2 bases, he's getting 2 command centers, but he is in no position whatsoever to use them. Finally. That's what I wanted to see. 1,900 to 1,600 to 450. The Thor's getting obliterated as they walk straight into the tank line, though, which is a pretty stupid idea. And once again, we have a nice advantage in terms of the air battle. Wow! That Banshee is really, really cute. That Banshee is awesome. That's all he needs right now. He is taking down tank after tank. Finn is definitely making this difficult for Sting. Sting has a really huge problem at his hand in this game, and after the initial attack, I have to say that Sting should have had it a lot easier to win this game, but Sting is making it pretty difficult for him. Nonetheless, the player from NSH, Sting, he still has a major lead in this game, especially with Finn now being outmined in his main base. There's only one mineral patch left, and as you can see, this is already doing its number on the blue player, especially when it comes down to gas. We have a lot more gas income for Sting right now, and the mineral income will increase a lot. We have 3 mules right now for Finn, but as soon as they are gone, or his opponent calls down his own mules, there will be a huge difference in the minerals as well. There we go. And we can have another look at it. Yep, now we have 2,000 to 1,300, and the third base is now in position, which is obviously really good for Finn, but at the same time we have another attack at the main base. He has one Banshee now as well. So Sting is doing a really good job overall, but this game drags out way too long, and he needs to make sure that he's in a position. Oh god, Finn he's sacrificing most of his tanks. He's dropping in supply like crazy. There's the GG. What a suicide in the end of this game. We have a 3-0 lead for NSH. Wow, what a start into this clan war.